All right, we're back. If you saw my recent video on the racism and sexism in America, the movie, then if you haven't, take a look, subscribe. I kind of go over the movie more broadly there and what it's all about. In this particular video, I'm focusing on the anti-gun rhetoric that is in America, the movie on Netflix, the animated movie. Now, it's interesting. So a movie that is a revisionist story of the American Revolution and the birth of America decides to completely shit all over the Second Amendment and the purpose of the Second Amendment. So, if you don't know, one of the reasons the Second Amendment was drafted is because during the war, when the war started, the British went to people's homes and took their own personal firearms that they had. So in the movie, the George Washington character, right before the battle of attrition, he goes to a Walmart, a parody called Walmart, to get firearms. Now, it'd been real interesting is right before that, like somewhere in the film, they showed the British taking everyone's firearms. That's why people don't have firearms. And that's why he has to go get firearms for his soldiers. That would have made sense. That would have actually added to the movie's actual history. And even if they were to make all their anti-gun jokes after that, at least that little nugget of history would have made sense. But it didn't.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I need guns.
Well, bless your heart.
Of course, the guy who works at Walmart that sells the gun is the most redneck guy that ever existed.
And did you have any particular type in mind?
Whatever the firearm equivalent of a massive overreaction would be, like...
A massive overreaction. The firearm equivalent of a massive overreaction. So, that means anybody who buys guns, like the AR-15 in this film, is overreacting to something massively. Wow, just like completely like dunk on. The whole movie is not trying to be sexist or racist. Like, it talks about sexism and racism, but like almost like saying, we know the history was sexist and racist, but we the creators aren't. We understand. We're making jokes about it. But then the like talk about guns, but guns are a political issue. It's not a social issue as much as it is a political issue. And it just seems the gun jokes are the most thing that seem out of place in this entire film.
For every bullet fired at me, I'd want to be able to fire like several hundred in return.
Oh, I see.
Several hundred in returns. Okay, so it takes an average of 20 seconds to reload a musket. And how long do you think it takes to firearm a 30-round clip of an AR-15? So the AR-15 is a semi-automatic weapon. It's not a fully automatic. That would be the M16. So when you pull your trigger, it only fires one bullet. So if you were a fast trigger finger, you might be able to get off 4 bullets per second, which is a lot, I will admit, compared to a musket that only fires 1. But a musket can reload it on average in 20 seconds. And if AR-15, you can, if you can, and this is not in like the whole like adrenaline going, you're in the war kind of scenario, you can get 4 off per second. So in 20 seconds, that's 80 rounds. That is not several hundred.
And what do you plan on using them for?
What is he planning on using it for? Self-defense from a tyrannical government. Fucking duh. What else would he need them for? Self-defense. Tyrannical government. Duh.
Hunting?
I can definitely help you with that.
So
now, we
stupid.
do have a waiting period. And it's over. Let's get you heavily armed, big fella.
Fantastic. Say.
So that's the first big problem in this movie. Like, it's why does he need the guns? Self-defense for tyrannical. Oh no, we're gonna make a joke of that. People say they need it for hunting. No, self-defense, overthrow tyrannical government, whatever. They make false claims about the rate of fire for AR-15s. They're embellishing it for a joke. Okay, I get to a certain extent, but also like the massive overreaction. That's just straight like hate speech against gun owners. So wrong. Now we bring you our objectification of women moment, brought to you by America the Movie. It's just an animation.
Well, I am just glad that we got the band back together. All right, everybody, come on. Grab an AR-15. These little death machines here are going to even the odds for us.
AR-15s are death machines. Well, any gun is technically could be considered a death machine. The sword carried by the RoboCop looking dude, is a death machine. Oh, well, it's technically not a machine. But it's a death instrument. It's a death tool. Why else would you need a sword?
But once the war is over, though, okay, I definitely need them back.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Definitely needs them back.
Yeah, they're just way too dangerous for civilians to keep. Am I right?
Way too dangerous for civilians to keep. Wow. And the weird thing is, this is Channing Tatum. I have no idea how Channing Tatum actually feels about gun rights, but it's like, just keep hearing like how he has no understanding of guns and he hates gun owners and he hates the Second Amendment. He hates America. So yeah, so at the end of the film, George Washington.
What about your slaves? I said, what about your slaves?
God, we're gonna fuck this up, aren't we?
You already did fuck this up. Yeah, really bad. So anyway, so that's it for this video on America the movie and its anti-gun rhetoric. If, like I said, if you didn't see my other video on America the movie and its racist and sexist undertones / overtones, I guess, check it out and hit like and subscribe. This is a new channel. Don't know if I'm going to keep talking about movies or if I'm going to talk about other social political issues. Not really sure. Anyway, till next time. Bye-bye.